Fuck! I think we should start it on that note.
Fucking.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was a total accident.
My fucking pinky just got like my pinky toe just became part of the fucking carpet.
Can we please start on that note?
You're an asshole.
What's up, everybody? That was good. Come on, it's recording.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, we're gonna be awkward probably filming this because we have our camera hooked up to a large screen TV.
Yeah.
So if you see us looking up, it's because, well, the TV's right above the camera. And we're like big here, but we're really little over there. And Matt didn't flip the fucking thing either, so now I'm staring at the back of the camera. Can't even. Now at least I can look at myself here. It's normal, somewhat.
All right.
Yep. You know what we should do is take the camera and raise it up to where the TV is, so that way. You see what I'm saying? So that way, if we are looking at the camera, it's in the middle of the TV.
Things that we should have thought about before we started recording.
We just hit pause.
I don't want to, because then it's going to skip. This is all going in here, by the way. This is not getting cut out.
Hi.
Hey!
We're back.
Yes.
We're ready for another podcast. It's been crazy.
Yes.
We love, and I'm gonna blush a lot. I'm gonna blush a lot. We love our Twitter family. We love our Walking Dead family. The support that we've gotten has been amazing to heartwarming.
And I just started this weekend.
Yeah.
Doing the whole Twitter thing.
I was pretty much the lead. I'm gonna take the lead. I was the lead on the Twitter.
Yes.
On the Twitter.
Twitter.
I was the lead on the Twitter for a while, and then Matt finally decided to participate with me and help me out a little bit.
There was a good 4 hours of Saturday that I just lost.
Your life is just gone.
Gone.
Yep, life's
and
gone.
I probably laughed the majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, it was Steph, it was Haley, and Renee was there. Mm-hmm. But she came later, and that was a lot of reading.
Yeah.
A lot to explain.
And that's the thing, like when we're at work, and like I'll go on and I'll be like, holy crap, there's like 20 missed, 20 things that have happened, like 20
There's
notifications.
so much to explain, and
then like
there's no
I wish Twitter was easier to use as far as like following a conversation, because it's like you can follow your feed, but it's just jumbled. Yeah. And then like you see like conversations were linked and then it's broken, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just wish there was an easier way to just click on it and follow the whole damn thing.
There probably is, but we just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I had to have help today from Ashley on how
Ashley.
to... Yeah, I had to have...
Ashley.
Yeah. She had to help me today because for some reason my account was locked or something. I had a little lock next to my name on my account.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know. It was like private. Like she couldn't like retweet anything or something. It was weird. Yeah, watch my feet. So she had to like give me a tutorial on how to like unlock it. She sent me like pictures. Good stuff.
Would she DM you?
No, she like took snapshots.
You love the DMs with the whole dating plan.
I like it.
It started off as one thing, now it's spiraled out of control.
Yeah, well, so just to catch people up to date in case, Matt agreed.
No, I agreed to one thing. Now it's something totally, but go ahead. All right.
You did agree. You are so on board with us filming your dates.
And then it's, no. I said I would do it. Then it spiraled out of control to you sitting.
But how would you film your own date? What are you gonna go on a date?
GoPro?
So, tell me all about yourself.
I think it would work.
This isn't going anywhere,
No,
by the
you
way.
could do
It's
it-
just gonna be on my phone.
You could do it nonchalant. Like, just keep your phone in the corner.
So your whole date, you're just gonna hold your phone?
Yeah, why? Is that weird?
Is that weird?
It's a little weird.
It'd be much better for me to be like with that.
But then you
like,
guys were talking about,
in
you're
a
going to
booth.
wear a mustache.
I can't, yeah, because I want
Who's going to know that it's you?
Everyone wants me in disguise. It's not me. I
But
didn't.
there's no reason for you to be in disguise. The person that I'm with is...
Hey, wait a minute.
You just want to wear a mustache.
It's called customer service number one.
just wanna wear a
We're
mustache.
pleasing our customers. Okay, they want me to dress up
This is
with long curly hair, a mustache. They want me to basically look like a Mexican for some reason. Why I don't know.
Like a terrible, 70s porn star.
That's what they said.
Oh,
that's exactly what that's exactly what they want me to look like. Some weird, just mustache, creepy dude with giant, aviators on and
Like
shit.
I said, this spiraled out of control.
I love it.
And actually,
I love it.
I blame you.
I love it.
Even though every time I peeked in and said, "Hey guys, what's going on?" It's like, "Oh look, I have to go now." We'll talk about that later.
I love it. I'm so down. I hope he lands a date soon, just so I could be a part of it and film it.
Well,
I love it.
we'll have to talk later.
Yeah. So, as we all know, we're all very sad. Of course, we have a long break. We have to wait until October for The Walking Dead to come back.
We have a good supplement though.
Yeah, Fear the Walking Dead. Pretty good. Yeah, I live tweeted it with everybody, or whoever was there to participate. And I think I did a good job. I don't know. I'm everyone seemed to like my live tweeting, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. So we also split up our accounts. So Matt now has the Beast Mode NY, and I have Beast Chris NY.
Chris Beast.
Chris Beast Chris NY. And it's just because there was a lot of confusion. Him
There
and
still
I
is confusion.
sometimes, yeah. Because you know what happens is I'll get a notification for our Beast account, the one, both of ours, the main one. And I'll forget to log out of that and go into mine. So I'll start having a conversation with somebody, and I'm like, damn it!
What I notice happen is you'll start talking, and then
you'll
I'll
finish it.
I start talking. Everybody's like, "What?"
Yeah, wait, what? What's going on? What?
So hopefully we fix that problem.
Yeah.
But
Just as long as I can remember
Yeah.
to switch back and forth.
it's all right.
So anyway, so we had Fear the Walking Dead, and for those of you who are following Fear the Walking Dead, they picked up right where they left off at Strand's house, and basically, now it's nighttime. They're trying to get on Strand's yacht, the Abigail, which
Yeah.
is a beautiful, beautiful yacht. Yeah, so on it. I'm on a boat, bitch. Sorry, dropped the B word.
I was gonna go with some Step Brothers action with the whole
Yeah,
boats and hose.
boats and hose. Yeah, because they mentioned the Catalina. How close are you to Catalina? I'm like the Catalina wine mixer.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Because they're on the California coast, and they're like, oh, San Diego, and the one guy, that guy Jake, he's like, how far are you from Catalina?
Jack.
Jack. Jake from State Farm.
You sound hideous.
Khakis. So, Jack. Damn it. It's okay. Jack.
Okay, cut. No, okay. So Jack.
Beast mode. Take 2. So Jack is questioning Alicia, asking her all these questions.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, dude, we just jumped to the middle of the show. Right? What the
Dude, this is...
So in the beginning of the show, right? They're on the beach, and they're getting the military's bombing the shit out of California, and things are on fire, and they're they're loading everything onto the yacht. Chris is sitting there moping next to his... No, I shouldn't say that. I got to be a little bit more remorseful. He's there with his dead mom or whatever, and all of a sudden zombies start coming out of nowhere. And Madison and Travis...
I was just confused on why they came there. Like, was it like
Where they came where?
like to that house? Like
that was Strand's house.
yes, but why? Everything else was on fire. What drew them to there?
Well, the reason, because that's where the Abigail was.
No, I'm saying the zombies. Why were they there? Like, why did they just?
Well, dude, he lives in a neighborhood, so I mean, think about it. Like, you're in a neighborhood, there's houses all over you, there's people there.
Yeah, but noise would attract them. So I wonder why that they all came there. Like when there's there's other things blowing up around like the area. Why would they just come?
Maybe they smelt live flesh. Maybe they got a downwind of some brains.
A gust.
A gust of brains in the air. You know, fresh, alive brains. Could be. Yeah. A little upset that the zombies don't go after brains as much as they should. They just kind of go for the kill. They're like,
go after the throat.
Yeah, I want them to like just be like brains. You know what I mean? Like start gnawing on your head. You know.
What movie ever did brains?
All the old ones.
No,
like
the only one who actually did it it was Night of the Living Dead 2.
Yeah, so the brains. Like zombies always want brains, man. Why they? I don't get that. Brains. So,
anyways, this is never getting finished.
So, yeah. So they finally get all their shit. They have a big fight. Well, you have Travis and Madison, who are like bashing in zombies' heads with like a rock and then like a driftwood. You know what I mean? So finally, Nick makes it back with the little dinghy boat. Mm-hmm. They get everything on. You know, and as they're about to leave, zombies, you know, start popping out of the water.
That whole scene was intense, but this part where you're about to get to was...
The beginning of that show was off the wall. Mm-hmm. And that kill is probably one of the best kills I've ever seen.
The motorboat?
The motorboat,
yeah. Son of a bitch.
Nick was a motorboating son of a bitch. He pulled that motor back and just... Yeah. He gave him the blender face.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Was he under the water and that way he just emerged?
Yeah. That
was pretty nuts.
That was probably one of the better kill scenes I've seen.
That made me jump.
Yeah, you jumped a lot watching it.
Listen.
You're like, whoa, ha, ha, ho. In that order.
They didn't have to know that.
He's jumpy. So...
Anyways.
So, we're on the boat, or the yacht. We're on the yacht. We're cruising along, and Travis tells Alicia that he wants her to work the radio, the two-way radio. Mm-hmm. Now, here's my thing. In the case of a Z-Pac event, okay, I love women.
Tread softly.
I'm going to tread really softly.
That's all I'm going to say.
But you cannot give a fragile minded, inexperienced young woman control over something like that. She's gonna be emotional. She's gonna look for someone to talk to, and of course, who does she find?
Right.
Finds
she's
Jack.
isolated, and yeah. I try to put myself in this scenario, but because she's a teenager, right?
Yeah.
She felt isolated. She had nobody to relate to, and she's talking to this guy who sounds like he's about the same age.
He's a teenager. He lost his girlfriend. So
he's playing music in the background. He's being all like, "Hey, don't you shy? Like, talk to me." Like that whole thing. Like that whole thing.
Hey, baby, you okay? Talk to me. He likes the ear thing.
Get out of here.
He loves it.
Stop.
So they can get to see in our earlier episodes when we were just audio. I used to touch Matt all the time. I used to just be like, "Hi, little fella. Hey there, guy." But
yeah. So
yeah, she gets tied up on the radio with this dude Jack, and he starts asking her information.
He was smooth in how he went about it.
Yeah. Not good for their situation.
No.
Which comes out later on. You have these little moments throughout the episode. You have Salazar, who's fishing with Chris. Chris is the one whose mother was shot and died.
Passed away.
Well, yeah, she passed away. All right. Travis, her ex-husband, shot her in the head. Which I guess, if you really think about it, if you have an ex and it was a bad breakup, being able to shoot your ex in the head.
He did. he did stop his new girl from shooting her pretty quick.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'll get it.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm really broken.
So yeah, I mean, we make light of it, but I'm sure in that kind of instance, it was in that situation.
That must have been really hard.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't have struggled with it. Just saying.
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. All right.
She may watch this.
Damn it.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So they end up having this little ceremony for dead mama on the yacht.
Yes.
Travis is giving this speech, and all of a sudden, Chris just kind of walks over.
Yeah, like that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like he went from all broken up about it, like kissing his mother's dead corpse, and then, like you were saying, they were doing the service, and then no sooner that his dad started talking, he just angrily, like he just walked up and just like,
yeah,
just flipped it over.
Tossed her overboard. Throw mama from the boat.
Okay. Like no goodbye.
No. Obviously, his parents being separated and seeing his dad shoot his mother, not probably a good mix for him.
No.
Because later on he punches his father in the face.
Nice right hook.
Yeah, gives him a nice little fat lip, which and
I said it at the time.
I wouldn't have turned away, and I would have been like, you punched me.
You left your knuckle right here.
You hit me.
I'm gonna give it back to you real quick.
I just want to let you know that.
I'm just thinking about, even if I did that, like, to my father, like, I'm not a dad, like, they would still be peeling me up off the floor. There's just no chance that would ever go well.
Yeah. I know you're hurt, and I know you're really bothered. Punching me in the face is not how you want to go about this.
Was not a good idea.
No. Yeah. But, Madison goes and has a little heart-to-heart with him. Mm-hmm. And then he gets up and decides that while everyone's eating the fresh eel that Salazar caught for everybody for dinner, he went and decided he was going to take a dip.
What did you think he was doing when he first did that? Did you think he was actually going for a swim, or?
Honestly, yeah. I don't think he was trying to do anything harmful to himself.
I was lost in the situation. I didn't really know what was happening.
Yeah.
The first thing that popped into my head was maybe he was trying to be stupid and maybe try to get away from the boat or something like that. I don't really know. I didn't think he was just like, oh, I'm swimming.
I didn't think he was trying to kill himself. I mean,
it's not the way you do it. I mean,
yeah,
it's probably the worst part.
Seriously,
worst way to do it. But.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, my gut feeling was that he just wanted to be alone. I think he just wanted to be alone and get away from everybody, because everybody else is setting up the dinner table and getting ready for this meal, and obviously he was still suffering.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think he just wanted to be alone, and the ocean's nice and peaceful, except when there's zombies.
Yeah. And who jumped in? Oh, I keep forgetting this kid's name. Nick?
Travis. No, not Travis. I'm sorry. Oh boy, who jumped in with him? Chris and Nicholas jumped in the water and went after him. Now Nicholas, backstory on him is he's an ex-heroin user. He's an ex-drug user. And has this conversation with Strand about, the way the world is now. He says, what do you think about the way the world is now? And Strand's just kind of like, it's uncertain. The world is what it is.
Yeah.
We don't even know. We don't know what it really has come to. And I guess in a way he kind of ensures Nick that, like, okay, you were a user. Like, how did you feel after every time you used? You know what I mean? How many times have you come close to death?
That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, because he says, how many times do you think you've come close to death? And he's like, every time I used. So,
but what was there was a point behind that? Like there was, through that he learned how to survive. Was that basically it?
Basically, okay. Yeah. Saying that he's
or there was no fear. Like there was fearlessness.
There's fearlessness, and he's kind of built for the way the world is now.
Right. Okay.
He's like, you've gone. You unfortunately, you being in the situation you're in as a user, you kind of have built yourself to be able to accept the world the way that it is.
Just
I'm guessing that's what I got from it.
Is, more quickly than others.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So, they're swimming around the water. Now, earlier in the episode, I tried to put this together. Madison is looking around and she hears music on the water. And she tells Strand about it. And he said, no, I think it's just, whatever, playing games with you. The ocean plays mind tricks or this or that. They end up in the water going for this swim. And zombies end up floating around out of nowhere. They start floating around and stuff. And then there's like this mist. And the mist clears. And you see a boat that's capsized.
Which was weird. Why was the mist just there? Like that's what.
That's from the, I guess, smoke maybe from it burning out. I don't know. Maybe the motors.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Something, whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, she heard the music maybe from that boat.
Or maybe it was the music that the dude plays on the CB radio.
That too. Yeah, that too.
Maybe
could have been that.
Draw somebody else in.
Could. Yeah. We'll get to that, So, Nick and Chris ends up hauling ass to the little dinghy boat. Travis goes out in to get him, and Nick decides to go up inside the capsized boat. And there's bullet holes all over that thing.
Yeah.
So obviously something bad happened there.
Those were giant bullet holes.
Yeah, that's like machine gun rounds or something.
That's probably 50 cal or something.
Yeah, he was close to death with a zombie because he's pulling on this yacht log book, and it's attached to a zombie. He gets out of there. He has the book. At the same time, though, Strand comes down and he says, "We gotta go. We gotta get out of here because we have company coming." And basically, Madison's like, "Well, should we stay or whatever, this and that?" And he's like, "You want to risk staying?" He's like, "Well, we can end up like that." Meaning that it could be the people coming back,
right?
Who just,
which he said to as he was going back towards the steering wheel
to Alicia. Yeah, he basically said,
"This is your fault.
This could be your fault."
Yeah,
like,
which rightfully so because
no, I mean, there's chances along the way in the beginning of the episode where they had opportunities to save people.
Yes, which was a huge part.
Yeah, and I mean, I have to side with what Strand said.
I agree.
He basically said, I've already got my mercy quota for today. He's like, I saved 7 people. Like, I get it. I completely understand that, your human instinct is to help and to save. But just Travis had that conversation with Madison when she was pissed off about it. He's like, what if those people were sick? What if they would have turned? What if we would have saved them and they would have turned on the boat? And you're all dead. You basically, then you're all dead. Not to mention, what if they try to take over if you're outnumbered? There's a lot of people on that little boat.
Right. You know what I was thinking? If you kind of cross-reference Fear the Walking Dead with The Walking Dead and link up the timelines.
Right.
Them doing that, they were almost ahead of Rick and everybody as far as saving people and who to trust and how. Like they were almost better survivors, I guess you can say, because they weren't willing to save everybody and they weren't willing to take risks in doing that.
Right.
So in a way, I felt they were more advanced than that group, than Rick and everybody else in, I guess, Louisiana or Atlanta or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. I mean, they basically, and that's, but, like Strand says, I have 3 rules, there's 3 rules to my boat.
Best rules ever.
Yeah, rule 1, it's my boat. Rule 2, it's my boat. And rule 3,
understand rule 1 and 2.
My goddamn boat.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
So, I mean, he's definitely I guess you could say he's the Rick of the group, But
there's distrust there. I don't know where that's stemming from, because there was an interesting part where they said, what's the older guy's name? Salazar. He said, I'm watching him.
Yeah.
Like, there's something that he seems to be planning, because he had all his bags packed already. Right. But we just happened to be there, so he took us with him. There's distrust building there.
Yeah.
And maybe he's right, because this guy seems to be... He was ex-military or something like it, and he seems to be in tune with shadiness.
Mhm.
So I think he picks up on something.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just his gut feeling. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. It's the beginning. You know, this whole group of people, we don't know what yet, obviously, because it's still really fresh and new. So I mean, you know, it's getting interesting. You know, everybody kind of beat up the first season. You know, but I basically, like I told you, because you were like, you know, blah blah, and I was like, man, they had a whole story they had to tell. They had to put everything into place and get this whole beginning of the apocalypse in place. So, you know, now it'll start picking up.
It's more intense, if you ask me, because you see like the start of it and like it's the progression. Whereas with The Walking Dead, you're just thrown right into it.
Right.
This is, I think, the build-up is sometimes worse than like just it happening.
Yeah.
So I think this has the potential to be
Yeah, and I mean, they both have a very good.
terrifying.
They both have a very good sense of, like, the zombies are a threat. Obviously, the zombies are a threat, but the main thing you have to really be afraid of and fear are other people. People are basically your biggest enemy in I guess any kind of apocalypse. But this is a zombie based, you know, so in a Z-Poc, people are your biggest threat. Zombies, of course, yes, they cause you problems. You have, you know, they're always around you, you know, whatever this and that, and they're always hunting for you. But people are the main fear. You need to fear people.
Right. But once again, that's the difference between the two. Is in The Walking Dead, it was the zombies for a long time.
Right, yeah.
Like the first 2 seasons.
Until they brought along the governor.
Right, that was the problem.
Right.
The zombies were the issue. Now it's like right away, the human aspect of everything is right up in front.
Yeah.
And the zombies are almost like a side piece. Like they're in the way, but the front line is the human element behind everything.
Yep.
So I think it's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm liking it so far. Next week looks like it's going to be great. I don't know if anybody watched the preview for next week, but they end up getting to land at one point. And if anybody followed that, this is what I think they did. If you followed that flight 462 or whatever the hell it's called.
I did. See, I missed that.
Yeah.
You followed it?
I mean, I followed just because it was on every week with The Walking Dead, so I would kind of like watch it. But in the previews for next week, there's a when they have all those zombies show up on the beach, and they're fighting them and doing all this stuff. There's a quick clip scene of a plane laying in the sand.
Oh.
I think it's the plane that crashed, and that's all the passengers aboard. Maybe a survivor or two.
Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That would make sense, because I was wondering how they were going to tie that in. I actually completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
That whole side thing.
Yeah, the little thing they were doing.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of like what I got on it.
Yep. That was quickie.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the show, it had its action and then it had its storyline, so it was a quick one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup. So
You started this, so you have to do it.
I guess I started something that I didn't really think was gonna add up to much.
Open mouth, insert foot type deal.
And you know what? To tell you the truth, I mean, it was mentioned a little bit.
Who was mentioned?
I mean, the hashtag take your shirt off.
Okay, hold on. This was brought to my attention by at least 4 to 5 other people.
Okay, that's not a lot.
And it was right. They asked me, and I said, "But this is Chris's deal. I'll get involved with it, but." So now I got dragged down with it.
Yep.
So,
I guess.
well, this is awkward.
I guess.
All right, let's just do it. Let's just get it over with. All right, you ready?
Hold on.
This is gonna happen.
Hold on. Well,
Ready?
I can't see our heads. Is that bad?
I don't think they want to see our
Let me
heads.
sit.
I'm not seeing. All right, ready?
Hold on. I'm gonna do a little.
Just do it. 3,
2,
2, 1.